Morning, all. All right, so tonight we have 7 games on. So, yeah, even the lighter nights, they're still pretty busy. Of the games that are being played for them are at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. We have one starting an hour later, and then there's 2 West Coast games as well. So, starting things off, the Washington Capitals right here in against the Buffalo Sabres, starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. The Capitals 25-11-4. They've had a bit of a rougher time recently. You're going to have that during any given season. You're going to have a lull here and there. That's all I see it with. See it as being with the Washington Capitals. The Buffalo Sabres, of course, 9-24-6, and you got to take them seriously. They have won 3 of their last 5, somewhere in that region. So yeah, Buffalo's proven that they're not. I mean, they're out, but they're not. Going to just mail it in every night. So, TJ Oshie, 12 goals, 17 assists, 29 points for the Caps. There are questions about whether or not he'll be a Cap beyond this season, but I'm pretty sure he stays until at least the end of this season, right? This is a team that's expecting to be in contention and maybe go for another Stanley Cup run. Jensen, 2 goals, 10 assists on the blue line, one of the more underrated players on the Capitals. They are 5-5 in their last 10. Like I said, they've lost 4 of their last 6. And it'd be easy to kind of maybe panic a little bit, but they're still within 2 points of first place. They can get first place back tonight if things fall back into their way. On the Buffalo side, I want to get ahead of myself in New Jersey. Almost did. Buffalo side, Olofsson, 11 goals, 12 assists, 23 points. He's continued to be one of their better forwards, and especially in terms of goal scoring. Dahlin has picked it up lately. 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points. It's still an ugly plus-minus. However, it has stopped going up. He has stopped getting those minuses that he was getting earlier in the season, so it has been getting better. Over their last 10, they're 3-5-2. And again, it's not a great record over their last 10, but it shows that they've started winning their share of games as well. So Washington has to come in ready to play tonight. And then we have Pittsburgh in against New Jersey. The Pittsburgh Penguins, 25-13-2 after last night's win. The New Jersey Devils, 14-18-6. If you're a Pens fan, you're also a Buffalo fan tonight. And if you're a Capitals fan, you're kind of cheering for New Jersey tonight. It's weird times. New Jersey, 14-18-6. They had the win last night over Buffalo. They'll be trying to add to that. New Jersey has won 2 out of 3 in this series so far with the Penguins. So, on the Pittsburgh side, Crosby, 15 goals, 29 assists, 44 points. Just another excellent season for him. And Zahorna, 4 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Just ridiculous. Again, Pittsburgh just finds these guys, and when they sign them, I don't know who this is, and then they come over and they're really good. 7-2-1 in their last 10. On the New Jersey side, Kuokkanen continues his solid run. He's at 6 goals, 13 assists now. PK Subban, 3 goals, 12 assists. You know what? Subban, that prorates to about 30-35 points over a full season if we were playing 82 games. That's not bad. And their last 10, New Jersey 4-4-2. So New Jersey's been respectable. They just had themselves dug into a hole, and they haven't been able to dig their way out of it. Then also, the Rangers and the Islanders, the Battle of New York, is reborn tonight. The New York Islanders have won 2 out of 3 in this series, right? So the Rangers 18-16-5 after last night's loss. The Islanders 26-10-4. So if you're a Penguins and a Capitals fan, you're cheering for the Rangers tonight. Yep, that's how things work now. Colin Blackwell, 11 goals, 5 assists for the Rangers. He's been excellent. He was a goal or a crossbar away from having 12 goals. And Strome, 12 goals, 24 assists, 36 points. Solid point producer for the New York Rangers, who over their last 10 are 6-3-1. On the Islanders side, Brock Nelson, 15 goals, 9 assists, 24 points. Ryan Pulock, 14 assists for him. Still waiting on that first goal. He's one of the better defensive defensemen in the league. He and Pulock, of course, I've talked about many times over. And over their last 10, they're 7-3. So the Islanders look for a fast game, look for one that may not have a lot of penalties. I say may not because it's the Rangers. Rangers-Islanders does kind of have a history, so we'll see if that crops up tonight. And then we move on to Minnesota and against St. Louis. So the Blues, 17-16-6. The Minnesota Wild, 24-12-2. Minnesota's won the only meeting this year, meaning Minnesota can completely decimate St. Louis's dreams of making it to the playoffs, or they can help them get into the playoffs, one way or the other, because they have 7 games left against each other, including tonight. So, yeah, and this is the start of, I believe it's 3 in a row, and then it looks like it's 4 in a row at the end of this month between these two teams. Minnesota and St. Louis are going to help to determine the fate of each other in this series. So Fiala, 14 goals and 11 assists for him this season. Solid run he's been on lately. Kaprizov, 16 goals, 18 assists, 34 points. At this stage, yeah, he's very, very likely to win the Calder. Over their last 10, they're 6-3-1. They've had their issues along the way. They've had their rough games along the way, but I think that last win over Colorado, it's encouraging. On the St. Louis front, Perron, 13 goals, 25 assists for 38 points, continues to plug along at about a point a game pace, and Torrey Krug, a goal and 19 assists. I'm mildly surprised he only has the 1 goal so far, but, he's still getting the points. Over their last 10, they're 3-6-1. So it's, even though they won their last game, there's some reason to be concerned if you're a St. Louis fan. Then at 8 Eastern, the Vegas Golden Knights at home against the Arizona Coyotes. Arizona, 19-16-5. Vegas has won 3 out of 4 in this series so far this year. Vegas 25-11-2 overall. So, yeah, for Vegas, they can also have a large influence on how the rest of the season goes for Arizona, as they have 4 games, including tonight, against them. For the Coyotes, Kessel, 15 goals, 14 assists, 29 points. Solid run for him lately. And Chychrun, who's been fantastic, 12 goals, 17 assists. We talk a lot about who may or may not be in the Norris hunt. If you're a Coyotes fan, you are sold on the idea that Chychrun should be in there. And there's a lot of defensemen right now who look like they should be in the Norris hunt. Can't wait till they reveal the 3 finalists and everybody gets mad about who isn't named. Last 10, they're 7-3. So the Coyotes have been very good over their last 10. They have to brush off what happened in their last game and move along. The Vegas Golden Knights, they also need to brush off some of their recent games. They are currently 25-11-2, as I'd said. Karlsson, 10 goals, 17 assists, 27 points. And that line definitely needs to get more going, where you've got Karlsson, Marchessault, and Smith. It is a line that they've had for 4 years. And it needs to be, I think, they're, at the very least, a line that's producing a goal, 2 goals per game, especially with the Pacioretty-Stone tandem not getting it together either. There's a lot of things in Vegas right now that just aren't quite clicking. It will, though. Alex Tuch, 13 goals, 11 assists. He's in one of his longer goal droughts. He's going to break out of it eventually. Over their last 10, they're 4-5-1. So things really have been a problem for Vegas lately. Then at 10 Eastern, we have the Colorado Avalanche in against the Anaheim Ducks. Colorado, 26-9-4. They've won 4 out of 6 in this season series with the Anaheim Ducks, who are 12-21-7. The Ducks, competitive in some games, not as competitive in others, winning here and there. So Colorado, you have to be aware of all of that, and you're in Anaheim. So we'll see how it goes. McKinnon, 15 goals, 32 assists, 47 points. He's a pretty good player. Not sure if you've heard of him. Brandon Saad, 12 goals, 9 assists for 21 points. Excellent player there. Over their last 10, they're 7-1-2. So they just have the 1 regulation loss. Yes, that was their last game, but they had 15 games without a regulation loss before that. Anaheim, Comtois, 11 goals, 12 assists. And Terry, 7 goals, 7 assists. He's been picking it up lately. And I feel bad for Anaheim because they're going to get a Colorado team that should be kind of ornery after losing that game against the Wild. Over their last 10, Anaheim's 4-5-1. And then at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, we've got San Jose at home against the LA Kings. LA 15-17-6, whereas San Jose's 17-17-4. San Jose's won 5 out of 6 in this season series so far. So San Jose doesn't really have a problem with LA. LA, Trevor Moore, 5 goals, 11 assists for him. Grunstrom, 5 goals, 3 assists. These are the 2 players, of course, they get for Jake Muzzin. And so far, they've been decent depth guys, as they were when they were picked up. Over their last 10, the Kings are 3-7. Not a recipe for getting into the playoffs. Donato, 6 goals, 12 assists for San Jose. He's been all around the net lately. Looks like he could end up going on a run if they start going in for him. And Erik Karlsson has been kind of on a scoring binge lately. 4 goals and 11 assists, 15 points. The numbers are getting better. Over their last 10, San Jose is 6-4. So the Sharks, they're still in this. If you're a Sharks fan, you're cheering for the Golden Knights tonight. I know how weird that sounds, but it's true. And yeah, we'll see how things go. So let me know your picks in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.